Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and to the first of a series I would like to call Unofficial Game Changers. So, if you didn't know, Game Changers were EA's play testers. So, I'm obviously not a play tester, but this is sort of what the Game Changers do. They release, like, they provide feedback to EA for their games. So, the reason why I'm calling this Unofficial Game Changers is because I'm not a game changer, but I'd like to be, and this is my input as an unofficial game changer. Yeah. So, in this series, I'd like to pitch my ideas to my channel and to viewers about items and changes that I believe need to be added to Battlefront 2. Now, if you want to see more of this series, let me know by liking this video and subscribing. There's also going to be a poll in the top right. It should pop up now-ish, around now-ish. So click on that, and it'll be a poll about whether you want this series, and I think I'll put another one about what the topic is. So to start off this series, I'd like to share what I think could be probably a very controversial change. In fact, a rework for the Emperor. Now I'm aware that many people that view this video may not like this idea. I'm sure many people like the way the Emperor is right now. I've got gameplay in arcade of him in the background playing. Um, this is just my opinion. I have seen a few people request on Twitter and Reddit, so I've taken a bit of inspiration from those requests. Um, so yeah, so a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but a few people think Palpatine needs a rework, and one of those people is me, because I think he's quite overpowered. Other people might think differently, and that's fine. You're allowed to have your own beliefs, but I don't think he may be a powerful Sith Lord, but I don't think he should be able to do 600 damage to Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm aware that reworks can take a lot of time and resources for the devs, and it takes time to balance, test, etc., etc. Um, but I'll just talk about what I think needs to be done. First off, I think his main attack should be switched to his lightsaber. Yes, his lightsaber didn't feature much in the movies. It was in for a couple minutes, but if you watch the Clone Wars, he was a bit more combat focused with his lightsaber. I think he should have his iconic red lightsaber from Episode 3, that golden silver hilt. And I think that should be his main attack. I mean, yes, the Emperor is very different from all the other heroes in the game. He's the only hero that focuses on force powers, and I think that's cool. But I really do think, in ability form or his main attack, that he should definitely have his lightsaber. Um, I feel like his animations for lightsaber attacks should be quite acrobatic if he is to get a lightsaber, because if you watch the Clone Wars, you can see him quite flipping around and doing his little twirly twirly attack. Um, for his abilities, I think his first ability, so his L1, I don't know what it is on keyboard. I'm talking about PS4 here. His L1, I think, should be. If you played Battlefront 2015, Jin had the ability to switch between her pistol and then switch it into a rifle. I think the Emperor should have something quite similar to that, where he can switch from his lightsaber to lightning, but his lightning has more of a cooldown, so his lightsaber will still be his main attack, but Force Lightning will be a secondary main attack, if that makes any sense. Um, for a second ability, um, I think maybe a battle command type of thing, like Yoda's or Finn's, because he's the Emperor. He commands his empire. I think he should definitely have some sort of buff ability for troops around him. But instead of giving them health, I've sort of taken inspiration, like, because the Emperor wants the Empire to overpower everyone. I think instead of him giving extra health to friendlies around him, I think he should give them extra damage dealt to other enemies. I think that might be a pretty like even if it's the ability, if he doesn't get a lightsaber or anything, I think it would be a really good ability to replace either the stun or Dark Aura, I think it's called, or Dark Aurora. I think it's Dark Aura. Um, but those are the abilities that I don't like. Those are the abilities I want to change because all the stuns and stuff in this game are frustrating. If you've played, you know what it's like. Um, uh, Third ability, I think he should keep his chain lightning. I think his chain lightning is good. It does a little, well, not a little, a lot of damage, especially if you chain it with all of his other abilities. But I think he should definitely keep his chain lightning, keep it as it is. He definitely does need a force lightning dedicated ability. Um, so yeah, a force lightning dedicated ability, just because he is the Emperor, his signature is force lightning. So give him a dedicated ability for his force lightning, which would be his chain lightning. So yeah, that's my ideas for a Palpatine rework. I'm aware this will probably never happen, let alone even get noticed. I'm a small channel, not many views on many videos, but I thought I'd put this out there. Um, and I'm gonna start doing this series. I'm gonna upload a video for this series every Saturday. I'm going to stick with this because I think my views are what could help Battlefront. Other people may have completely different opinions, but these are my opinions that I would like to be heard for the game if it's going to be supported for a few more years. Um, so I hope everyone enjoyed this video on the Unofficial Game Changers Series. Write in the comments what idea you'd like to see, and it may be in next Saturday's video. So please like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to be notified first. And also, if you want to be notified, I have my Twitter in the description as well. I'm very active on Twitter, so I post when I'm doing live streams and stuff. So definitely follow me on Twitter. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you again for watching, and don't forget to stick with the lazy herd.